But,
Yeah.
I do apologise, Pluto. We weren't putting you on blast saying that we didn't want you to win. We want a close game. We'll give you that at least. We just got to give love to our hatred guys because we know what they can pull out the bag at the second. But who do you want to jump on board with for this hardpoint game on Yemen?
Let's go on board with Callie, because Callie stepped up huge in that first hard point, and I'm hoping to see good things out of him again.
Yep, he's going to be using the MSMC like he used the first time. He went absolutely huge with it. He does get taken out though. Pluto and Magic managing to pick up 2 kills there, and they are going to take control of this first hard point now. I'm going to keep mentioning it in virtually every stream that I go on and we play this map as Crump picks up a shotgun kill there. OP shotgun. I don't like anybody using it, but good for him as he is able to pick up a kill. But yeah, rotation for this first, from this first hard point to the second one, the most important thing I think, and it can actually pretty much be a game changer, like right at the start of the game. I think you know, you've got to make sure that you can set up for that second hard point, because it's really, I find it a really difficult one to break, and I feel that a lot of people actually neglect time on this first hard point just to make sure that they can set up properly on the second hard point.
Definitely. Now, I'm just going to point something out here. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, but Miyagi is actually rocking an LSAT. So he's rocking the LMG with the dual band. This is something you will rarely see in competitive. It's normally something you only see from pub stars, but I love the setup. I'm sorry, as terrible as of a class as it is, it's just great. Like, the huge ammo capacity and the major firepower you have with that gun, it's going to help him not only see through the smoke, but also hit those long-range shots as well. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do with this. Now, he's going to get in the hard point with this LMG, and I'm not sure if I really like this. Like you said, the setting up for that second hard point is really important, because if you can set up for it properly, you can get good spawns, not only going into the second hard point in that treehouse, but also the third one. And unfortunately, Miyagi falls off the map. Miyagi, what are you doing?
Raider just went huge. I'm sorry to cut in, but Raider just went
go for
absolutely
it.
massive. He just got the most crazy turn on. Some guy just ran into the hard point and he jumped in the air with the B-23R and absolutely owned him. It was crazy. And by doing that, he picked up full streaks as well. I literally, my jaw just dropped. It was the most incredible turn on I've seen for quite a while. But there we go. 7 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock, and Hatred has started to take this lead, which we kind of predicted right now. And they've also got a lovely rotation onto this next hard point. And as we see Raider going huge right now, he's on a 1-kill streak, starting to get these streaks back up again, because he's got full streaks at the second. And, you know, we'll see. I do predict him to get some more maybe later on. Torture low. Let's switch over to him. He's using this RCXD car as a kill streak. Not something I advise anybody to use on hardpoint. If you want Chewy's coaching tips, one of the first things I say is do not use RCXDs on the hardpoint. Now, I think you'd agree with me on that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the RTXD you might see in S&D, maybe CTF, but very rarely, but definitely not in Hardpoint. Hardpoint is just too fast-paced to use that RTXD. Now, Torture is going to get a good kill in the Hardpoint, and you're going to see him sitting in the Hardpoint in his M8, getting the last few seconds while his team rotates to the next Hardpoint in Church. Now, I'm just going to take a look at the mini-map here, and it looks like the rest of the Silent Squad is already rotating up there as well. So you're going to see Torture rotate in a couple seconds as well. But I don't like that RCXD. I mean, the one advantage is its low score streaks, but I don't know.
Raider's going absolutely massive. He just managed to pick up somebody's shotgun as somebody came around the corner in the next hardpoint. Picked up the kill. Unfortunately, he did get Semtexed out, but he put his sentry gun down there. I think it's still in the hardpoint maybe, as he picks up a flashbang kill on his teammate. Huge shame for him, as we've got 2 people from each team in the hardpoint. Callie gets taken out though, and Miyagi as well. Good plays by Crump. Let's switch on board with the Silent team, as we haven't seen them yet. They've got control of this. Let's have a look at Magic, because this is the game changer pretty much. Holding down this Church hardpoint is one thing that will get you, you know, the full 60 points and take, you know, get you back into this game. They had about a 50-point deficit or so up to this hard point, but now look, it's only about a 30-point or so deficit. Really good plays by them, and it looks like Magic's actually got 2 shotguns maybe in the same point. He's using this KSG, not something I would advise people again to use on hard point, but we'll see if he's going to be able to pick up any kills with it. But, you know, they're not challenging this at all. He does get taken out though. Nobody on the hard point. Because it's actually rotated, sorry. I did completely lose track of time there. But yeah, Hatred managing to take over control of this next hard point, and it was a real shame for them because they weren't able to push that Church hard point, and I feel it's a really difficult one to push, as we saw, you know, Silent managing to pick up virtually the full 60 seconds on it, and Hatred, you know, they've got to get playing now. They've got to get their heads on and start picking up a lot of time here on this hard point, because otherwise Silent could come back into this quite convincingly and quite soon. We've still got 30 seconds left on the hard point though, as Crump, Legit, and Magic are all on this next hardpoint, and they made a successful push here. Starts to get this Hellstorm missile in though. Miyagi picking up a 3-piece there, and that was perfect. And you know, again, score streaks coming in big, and they're the game changers as well, I feel, especially on a very open map here like Yemen.
Yeah, no, who was it? Crump here. Crump did a great job of staying alive in that top purple. So when the rest of his team got taken out, he was able to jump in the hardpoint and continue to rack up points in that final hardpoint for his team, even when the rest of them were dead. Now you're going to see him rotate around to bottom. One thing you mentioned earlier about the shotgun, I actually like seeing the shotgun on hardpoint. It's great for an OBJ if you know how to use it effectively. Someone like Parasite, for example, or John from the Evil Squad, they do great work with that shotgun. So if you know how to use it effectively in those tight areas, especially that church hardpoint, you can get some good kills in there and rack up score streaks quickly.
Yep, we see the score currently 131 to 118 in favor of the Hatred lineup still. They still have that tiny lead, only about a 10-second lead though, but we do see Magic taking control of the hardpoint, doing some good work with this MA. Does get taken out by Raider though, and nobody's currently on the hardpoint. Crump managing to pick up those last few seconds though, I feel. And they come back into this, and there we go. Oh wow, they all are going to take the lead on that last hardpoint, but everything's pretty much even right now. And yeah, they come straight back into this. I said it earlier. They had a 70-point deficit, Silent, earlier. Hatred were going big, but Silent has started to pick it up. And you know, as we said, that church hardpoint changed pretty much everything. And they've also got control of this next hardpoint. And I feel that they could pick up a lot of time with this. Although we do see Cali go big, taking out a kill there, but Legit coming straight back, getting the revenge kill. And this is back and forth again, like we saw at the start of that first raid hardpoint game.
Yeah, I love seeing close hardpoint matches like this. Now I just want to jump on board with Torture here, because he's on a 3-kill streak, and unfortunately gets taken out. So he's in that hardpoint for his team. There's 30 seconds left, so you're going to see Hatred make one last push into this hardpoint before rotating back to market. The key here is they want to hold these spawns, and they actually get taken out from behind, from the market side. So the Silent Squad, they tried to get those good spawns, but unfortunately Hatred were just spawning up top, and they got some great spawns here for this next hardpoint. Crump is in the treehouse hardpoint, getting the last few seconds for his team, but now Silent have to push up and try and push these spawns because they're spawning low, and that's going to be really difficult for them to break into this market.
Yep, Hatred have got to go huge here though. They've actually taken a loss here, about a 15-second or so loss on this hardpoint game, and they've got to go big here and make sure they pick up a lot of time and get a good rotation for the next church hardpoint, or else it could be out of their hands, as we see Torture currently on board with him on the hardpoint as he's EMP'd as well. And there we go, they do start to take the lead again. He's going to be able to pick up a kill. No, he's not. Raider on a 3-kill streak does pick up a first kill there. Got that RCXD he can use, and he's going to be he's going to be doubling up on it. I did wonder if he was going to be getting towards that Hellstorm missile, but unfortunately not. He may double up on that RCXD, and they've got to, as I said, they've got to get full control of this. And it has, it looks like Silent aren't actually going to be able to contest any of the time on it. Looking at that mini-map, let's bring it up full screen actually and have a look at the rotations for the second. We've got 2 members of that Hatred lineup already in the next hardpoint, which is great work from them. Torture picking up the last few seconds on the top market hardpoint. And, Silent have got to go big here and start to break this, as we see 3 players start to make an aggressive push here. Let's jump on board with somebody. Let's jump on board with Raider as he picks up a nice kill too. Wow, I just lost my words there because he picked up a huge 2-piece. Currently on an 8-kill streak. He is EMP, so we can't see what streaks he's got. But yeah, picks up another kill there with that shotgun. And this is what we were talking about. Rotations is key. They managed to get the full 60 seconds on that top market hardpoint. And then, they managed to get a really nice spawn here and a really nice rotation on this next church hardpoint. And I feel they could take it by this. There we go. Raider got full streaks, and he is able to pick up here as we've got 3 members of the Hatred lineup in the next hardpoint. And
no, sorry, I have to cut you off here. I'm not sure if you saw Miyagi, but he actually sat in the doorway of that hardpoint with a riot shield. And so he literally was preventing the entire Silent Squad from coming in that front door. And he got taken out, but the Hatred Squad are taking out all these unique class setups that you only really see in pubs, but they're working effectively because you're going to see Hatred take the win here on this hardpoint. They can take it with this hardpoint right now. There you go.
There we go. Going big again. As we said, this is what they needed to do. They had about that 15-point deficit as Silent came into the game during the middle of the map and, started to go big and got some good time on that. But as we said, they weren't, Silent weren't able to push into that top market hardpoint, and Hatred managed to pick up the full 60 seconds. I don't even think it was contested once. And then they made a really good rotation towards that church hardpoint.